lecture number 28A, structured data type continued. In this lecture, we will, using structure type, we will create a new data type called student to store data of students. Now we have already done that. We are going to do it again. We are going to create a structure from the structure we create a new data type called student, in which we will have student ID, name, marks in 3 subjects, total, average, and then one more field, last field is the result, where we will store one if zero if a person gets distinction, one first class, second, etc. We have done it during the last class. And we will create also to process now n number of students, the information about n number of students. We need to have an array of records. So we will create therefore an array of records to store information of n number of students. So here we have that same structure here, type def struct student type. This is the tag, and this is the new data type called student, which contains SID, name, marks in 3 subjects, etc. And as I said, if result contains 0, it is distinction. If it contains 1, first class, etc., and if it contains -1, it is fail. So let us see now. So we have this new data type called student. So how are we going to create an array of records? It's very simple. So since we say this way, we created one variable called S, student space S. S was one record type variable or structure type variable. Now we want to create some n number. So I've got here therefore an array of S array of S containing 20 records. You can have information about 20 students inputted there in this variable called S, which is an array of structure data type. Now let us see how we are going to input SID into one record. You already know already. So to input data into one record, as if there is only one S, so I say ampersand S dot SID. But input SID into n records, how do I do that? So to do that, I have to have since an array of records, n records. So for I is equal to 1 to n, so I is equal to 1, I is equal to less than equal to n. So what I do is S square bracket I, because it's an array of records. So ampersand S square brackets I dot SID. So when I is equal to 1, it will go into the first record, and I is equal to 2, it will go into the second record, etc. This is how we are going to input data into the array of records starting from 1 to number n. So to print, we use the same for printing also. For I is equal to 1, I is equal to less than equal to n, I plus plus, I say printf, and then print SID. Similarly, name, I say percentage S square brackets I dot name. So this is how we are going to print the content of the whole record. I1, when I is equal to 1, it is 1 first record, I is equal to 2, it is second record, etc. So let us see how we are going to do that. So in this program, therefore, it is going to be a menu driven program. I am going to write these function subprograms. As you see, first one is function input student data for n number of students, and here I am declaring these two variables before main. Therefore these are called the global variables accessible to all these functions. Please remember, these are global variables. Earlier we declared student S inside main, it was local to main. Now we are declaring these variables as global variable, an array S of 20 records, and int n, this refers to number of students who are whose data we want to input. So we have got first function input student data, second to print student report, that is consolidated report for the whole class for n number of students, print marks card, that is marks card for individual students. In this case we are going to ask, give me the register number or SID of student, then search to the database, go to that particular record and print the content of the record. And we also have one more function called menu into star choice, because when I give the choice inside the function, to come out of it, I have to declare it as a pointer. You remember when we did this study, or we are going to do the study in pointers, then you will understand that. Oh, we have already done. So pointer is needed. So to display options. So this is going. Therefore, first part would be here the whole code with the menu is going to come here, and all the function subprograms have to be written after the main program here. After the main program here. Let us see. We'll go step by step. So first one is, this is going to be the menu. So student information system. This has to be printed. And then last thing is enter your choice. So all these are printf statements. Printf statement, menu 1 2 3 4 choice. So here this is going to be the last statement, that is going to be the scanf statement, where you will enter choice. So let us see how it looks like. So very simple, as you say, void function menu int star choice, because as I said, choice, I'm entering the value of choice here. To come out of the function, I have to declare it as a pointer. Otherwise, it will not come out. If you just say int choice, nothing will happen. This choice is different from the choice here. So therefore, we have to declare it as a star choice. Then as you see, clear the screen, name of the college, student information system, for 1, 2, 3, 4, enter student data, etc. and enter your choice. Then I have got the final function here. Scanf percentage D. You may be wondering why there is no ampersand, because choice is already a pointer. Therefore, I don't address. Therefore, I don't have to give ampersand. So this is the first function menu. From there, and how to use that? In the main program, therefore, I declare a variable called int choice. This is local variable for this whole main function. Then I call this function menu. Immediately that will be printed, whatever I showed earlier, and you are going to enter that choice. This choice, if you enter 1, it will come here, and 1 would be, now we have come to what is called the switch statement. We could have written if choice is equal to 1, etc. But I am going to introduce you to one more conditional statement called switch statement. Switch, within brackets I give a variable choice here, and that will be number 1 2 3 4. Then we have got case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, etc. As you saw in the menu, there were 4 cases. So if it is case 1, that means if it is 1, choice is 1, it will come here. And this, remember, this is colon here. Then it will execute this function input data. So you are going to input data. First it will ask you to give the number of students, the value of n. Then you are going to input the SID, name, marks in 3 subjects, and it will immediately process, etc. It will do that after entering data for n students. Again, it will come out of that function, and then it will again print that menu program. Again you will go back and the menu program will be printed there. So that is therefore. So case 1. Case 2, it is going to be, depends on your, as you see, case 2 is print marks card. Case 3 is going to be consolidated, that is print student report, complete report. And 4 means if you print 4, as you see here, exit, you come out of the program. And to do that, I say exit square bracket 1 colon semicolon and break. You come out of the switch statement, come out of the complete program. So that is it. Otherwise, default is always you go to that menu program. If you press any other number 5 6 etc., it will come here and it will go and print again the menu. So menu will be always on. So this is the main program. I would like you to complete this. I am not going to write that. So case 2, as you see, it is print marks card. So you will write the function print marks, that function print marks card, and say break. Choice 3 is print student report. So they will call function student report, as you remember here. It is here. Print student report. That function has to be called there, and then 4, and this is how you complete this program, main program. And then after that, you are supposed to write all the other function programs. I would like you to pause this video and write menu function, as I've already shown you, and write print marks card function, print student information, etc., and then you execute those. So this is the complete program I'm showing you. Again, void function student data, print marks card, print student report, and menu. As I said, in choice menu here. So switch choice, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, and default as I showed. This is how your main program going to be. This is end of switch statement. This is going to be end of while statement. While is as long as the choice is there, whatever number you are going to enter. So it will be there. If number is 4 only, it will come out of this main program and it will be the end of the program. So let us see. Now we go to input function, input student data. So to input student data, you clear the screen, program to input student data. First thing is you have to get the number of students, how many students. And when you enter that, it is going to be initialized there in the main program right on top, global variable. If you enter 5, it is going to be 5 there. See, we don't declare that n here because it has been already declared before the main, and we don't declare s here because it's already been declared as the global variable. We're just using that. Then n value is there for I is equal to 1, for I is equal to less than n, I plus plus. What we have done earlier, same thing we are going to do. Enter student ID, enter name, as you see, ampersand s square brackets I dot sid. Here no ampersand. Then you are going to enter marks. Please remember that square brackets I dot mk1 dot mk2, etc. Then you find again s square brackets I dot total. Then you find the total, you find the average. Then you decide here. First of all, you decide whether he has passed. If he has passed and if he has got average greater than 80, he has got distinction, first class, second class, third class. Else he fails. If he doesn't pass here, it will come here. It is going to put result equal to -1. So this is how I input data for student, each student, and immediately I process that data. So after this, after executing this option one, the data will be there in the array of records, and with that we go. We want to print now consolidated report of the class. That means register number, SID, name, 3 marks in 3 subjects, total, average, and the result here. Either he has got A grade or the person has failed. So this is what I'm showing you. Now you have to write a program to get this kind of consolidated report. So how to do that is the question. It's very simple. So we are calling function print student report, student consolidated student report. Again clear, and then you have to give this title right on top before you come into this for loop. So name slash t, sid slash t, etc., and then result here, and then you print first SID and name, then you print marks in 3 subjects, total and average here, and then you check if the result is equal to 0, say there's distinction. If the result is equal to 1, you have the A grade, B grade, C grade, etc., and go on doing that, printing that. Then you get ch, it will pause there and display the result, consolidated result of the class. Next one is marks card. We have already done that same thing. So printing marks card for the individual student, but this time you have to enter the SID. I will show you here. So printing marks card, you clear the screen, name of the college, etc. Now we are printing marks card for a particular student. So I start with found is equal to -1, not found. So then we have to check there. Then I say if that is S, this ID, I'm checking from 1 to n. Every time I'm asking, is this ID is equal to this one I'm searching? If it is so, then you say found is equal to 1, found is equal to 1, and then you, because you are found. Earlier I said I am not found here. Now you make it found is equal to 1. Then print the marks card as we have done earlier. Then result equal to 0. Print the person has passed with distinction, grade, etc. and get CH break. And in case you break and you come out of the, if the found is not equal to -1, you say the ID is not there and you come out of the program. So this is the function sub program to print the marks card of an individual student. Thank you. I hope you have understood. Kindly write the complete program, test with lot of data and see whether it is working. Okay.